everyone. My name is Pam Nacpil, and this is the Moving Truth in Pam. So today we have a kind of a newbie to Canada in Moncton. So before we go on with our talk, let me have him introduce himself, please, Nimit.
So myself, Nimit Sharma. I am from India, the capital city, which is Delhi. So I did my schooling and graduation and masters in Delhi. So and I have 12 years of experience in IT.
So you're an IT professional?
Yeah, I'm an IT professional.
Okay.
So I worked in a Korean multinational company as a department lead, and last 3.5 years I was working in the same company, and then I decided to move to Canada.
Okay, let's pause there. I know, Nimit, tell us something about your wife first, and do you have kids?
Okay. So we got married before 6 years, and
Okay.
we don't have any kids now because from past couple of years we are planning to immigrate from India. We are planning to come to Canada or maybe Australia, but we chose Canada. So we don't have any kids right now.
Okay, so it's someday soon. you look young. So okay, you were working for which firm in India? I mean, what kind of industry?
It's basically manufacturing industry, but
Okay.
I'm leading an IT department there.
And IT,
Yeah.
leading an IT department. And you said, I heard you mentioned you already took your master's.
Yeah.
Okay, so why suddenly living in Delhi? I know Delhi's the capital, lots of activities happening. IT is very, very good, a good paying job in India. So why decide suddenly, I'm leaving my hot Delhi temperature and move to somewhere extreme?
It's me and my wife decided to move to Canada, and why we chose Canada and why we want to move is we are not living a luxurious life there, but we have
Okay.
everything, whatever have upper middle class wants. We have a good home, we have a car, we have everything. But the thing is that in winters, Delhi is highly populated because air quality is really bad. You can't imagine its AQI is more than 500, and here it's just 1 and 2.
So it must have been really.
Yeah.
So you moved because of the pollution?
This is not the only thing, but yes, this is the major thing for me.
Because we moved because of the
Yeah.
traffic.
Yeah, because I can't live in a city which is just a gas chamber for few months. At least it started from October end when the winters start. The air got tense and the pollution can't go.
And your
travel in
health
the
is
air.
affected,
Yeah,
right?
it's,
Of course.
affected.
I've been to Delhi once, and the funny thing I noticed about the cars, the small cars, the
Yeah.
Tata ones,
Yeah.
and the cars didn't have side mirrors. So I'm not sure if it was deliberately
No.
removed or they just
Yeah.
they just
Maybe-
got out because of
maybe
the
they just broke
driving.
and they did not fix it and install it back.
And I called the traffic there. Like I told my husband, he was complaining about traffic where we were from. We were from Manila. I say, okay, you have to drive in Delhi for you to realize
Yeah.
how much probably exciting traffic is.
I can experience the traffic in Delhi is huge. We have to drive just few inches
I
away
know.
from the other car. Here you have to keep a good 2 meter distance at least, but there it's just few inches away.
It's exciting to travel and drive in Delhi. So given that, so many, you said you didn't live a luxurious life, but moving to another place is also quite expensive. So moving to Canada, what kind of pathway did you have to go through to be able to come here?
So frankly speaking, I wanted to come on PR directly, and I put my file during COVID for PNP something, but I don't know, everything is paused at that time. So it's in a long waiting period, everything is on pile up. Then we decided to move on study because it's a quick and easiest way to move.
Okay.
Right. However, it's expensive than the direct PR pathways, but it's very quick. So that's the reason I choose to study again.
Study
However,
again.
I completed my master's in 2011. So it's after 12 or 13 years, after 12 years, I have
Wow.
joined school again.
How was
It's
it?
difficult for me to study again because I don't have any interest to study again.
But how was the experience for you? I know you said you studied in Crandall, okay?
Yeah.
So how was the experience for you having not studied and not interested in studying and decided to again study another masteral course.
Frankly speaking, like I was really worried because we always discuss with my I always discuss with my wife like I can't study. I don't know how can I clear my exams and all because I'm not very good, excellent in studies, and it's always like already like 12 years. So, but still like I have no option left. So we chose it and we see like what we can do. When I joined Crandall, first 1 or 1.5 months, it's quite difficult me to understand the
The
study
system.
system here. Like there are a lot different things like APA and this and that. In India, this is nothing. But India study is really hard. It's
Okay.
so easy here.
Oh wow.
So I can't imagine like it's so quick and easy. I cleared my like second masters again.
So you have now
Yeah.
how many? Two masteral degrees?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
wow.
First is MBA in IT,
IT.
and other is Masters of Organizational Management.
Okay. So given that, like I know there's some concerns now. When did you graduate?
This year,
This year.
September.
Okay. So the intent, of course, to study, part of it was to be able to stay, right?
Yeah.
So how is it now that things are changing? That, for New Brunswick and for most of Canada, the permanent residency pathway has stopped. They say it's going to come in January. But like, does it worry you that things are not moving according to your plans?
Yes, like my plan is completely different, but now, as you said, like the PR pathway is almost all the streams is paused now. Not only for the New Brunswick, I think for the
Yes,
federal
yes,
also.
yes.
So my plan was like once I complete my study,
Okay.
I straight away go put my file in the student connection access entry, and I will be cleared within a few months, like or whatever time it will take. Most of my friends, like seniors, I get in touch with them. They quickly get their PR.
Oh, wow.
But now, like even the stream has paused on the day of my last submission. It's
Oh,
little
wow.
heartbreaking for me, just for a few weeks. But now,
Okay.
we can't change anything, so we have to live with that.
So what are you doing now after graduating from your organizational management course, your masteral? What are you doing now?
My job is not related to my study because what I personally feel now, experiencing everything, study is just an entry ticket for most of the immigrants coming from underdeveloped countries. Because few of my friends, they are not working in the same field in which they studied.
Yeah.
They just earning their bread and butter for now, and
Yes.
after the PR, they will try to move into their field.
But like, how does it feel? Because most of the immigrants I meet are actually underemployed. And they're not in the industries, especially in the start, right? Industries where they have competency, they have experience. So how is it feeling? How are you feeling that you're not able to move on?
I think it's all depend person to person. Few people just move back. Like one of my friend, he see the things here and he moved back.
Oh wow,
But
you
I choose
didn't
to
wait.
stay here. Yeah.
Oh.
He came with me and he was in other cohort, not in my cohort. He was in other cohort. After one semester, he moved back because he don't like the things here.
It's a
the
choice.
job,
It's your choice. Yeah.
So I
okay.
think it's person to person because what I feel is in the first few months, it's very difficult for me to find a job. As I told you, like I have 12 years experience in IT, so I was doing a good job there. So I thought like I can go and do anything, and I quickly get the job. But just to get a labor kind of job, I have to struggle a lot. After 1 month, I have to get a job and I have to walk like door to door, which I never did in India.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you feel then? Like, didn't you even think, like your friend, I'm going back?
To be very frank, like my brother-in-law is already here in Canada, in Ontario, so he already told me few facts. So I already prepared, like I know,
Mentally.
like mentally I prepared, like I know, like I can do anything. Maybe it's a cleaning or anything. Like I'm prepared for the worst.
But you know what I find here, which I don't find in my home country, is there's really there's honor or in work. even if you're working at something that you think might be something that you're not experienced with, there's dignity in work, right?
Yeah.
It's something I find.
Yeah, but like if you already decided to do something before moving to a new place, so that does not feel much like
Yeah.
I already prepared, like I have to do anything to earn my bread and butter. Maybe it's like a couple of years thing, and maybe after some time I get settled, because time will change. It will not all the same. Like
True.
after a night, day will also come, right?
But how does your wife feel? Like, you may be feeling like, I'm prepared, I'm okay, but what does your wife feel?
My wife is very worried because I never did any physical job there back home in my country. I just sitting all day at my workplace and doing my things, and here I have to lift weight, I have to move, I have to stand all day. So she's really worried about my health, like because you never did it, how can you do it? Are you tired and this and that? Be careful about your muscles, because I had an injury back home in my
Okay.
country at my lower back during my workout in gym. But this is fine now. But still, she's worried
She's
about.
worried.
Yeah,
But is she doing well with her job? What she's doing, working at a daycare, right?
yeah. She recently got like her job in daycare. It's just 3 or 4 months back,
Okay.
and she moved with me. Like after 10 days, she also came to Canada. We don't came together because the
Okay.
flight ticket is really expensive.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that's why we decided to move, like because like like September intake is the
Very
peak time,
expensive.
yeah,
Yeah.
and all the flight tickets go high.
So after
all
it's
from
like
high.
goes down.
So yeah, so that's why we decided to stay. Like she said, like okay, I'll wait for me 15-20 days and then I'll come. So once she get, I was like feel like I was fortunate enough to get my job, because I only attempt 2 interview and second I got job.
Okay.
And it's like 1 month I took to get my interviewed and job, but yeah, and for my wife it's quite difficult.
What is the difficulty for her?
Even I'm working as a part time, just
Okay.
20 hours a week.
Because
So,
you're studying.
Yeah, because I'm studying. I have a lot of time to do.
Okay,
So I
okay.
thought what to do now. So I always go with her, walk in,
Okay.
try to motivate her, like you have to do this, because we never visit door to door to say like do you have a job or
Oh
I'm
my
this,
gosh, yeah.
and visiting a store, like so I like make herself comfortable, like this is the way we have to do.
Yeah.
So this is not
It's
everyone
hard,
everyone
right?
is doing here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
after some time she realized like okay, we have to do that.
I think the comfort there is, I think anybody starting new
Yeah.
here has to go through everything like this.
Yeah, like if we are starting our life to scratch, so scratch means like
Okay. So let me backtrack a bit and ask, before you move, what did you have to prepare for? Because studying in Crandall or any other educational institution is expensive, because we pay international fees, right?
yes.
So what did you have to do?
It's very expensive. Like the thing is, like it's little bit difficult for me to take this decision, because me and my younger brother both took a decision at same time to
Oh,
move.
wow.
He moved to UK and I moved to Canada. So we don't have that much of money to pay the fees, and I don't want to take the student loan because it's too much burden.
Okay.
So my parents decided to sell their one property. Like
Wow.
we have 2 houses. My parents sell one house just for us. They believe us, and
Oh
they
my
just
goodness.
sell and give us money, and say just do whatever you want, be happy.
What parents do, right?
Yeah.
I know.
So
Oh my gosh, that's a nice story. I mean, really, we sometimes just do what we want to do, but
Yeah.
our parents are behind us in every step of the way, right?
my parents are like God for me. Like no, I don't know like how many parents are sell their property just for their studies and all. If they have a lot, then it's fine. But we only have like 2 small properties, and they sell just one.
Wow. Hi to your parents. So moving here, did you not find it hard? I mean, you were going to study, you had to find a job, your wife had to find a job, you had to find a house. How was settling in for you? Like, did you know anybody before you came?
No, like first we are planning to go to Ontario, because I told you my brother-in-law is in
Yes.
there. But I didn't get an offer letter from any university there, because it's a
Wow.
lot of study gap
Yeah.
Like 12 years of study gap. So not every university just simply give you an offer. And most of my visa consultant back home in my country, I consulted with them and they said it's quite difficult, but we will still try. So I just choose the first offer. I don't want to be regret after that, because I thought just let's see, it's
Let's see.
Canada,
And Canada's a good
Yeah.
university too.
Yeah.
So what happened when you were coming here? How did you find a house? How did you, figure out your way around?
Finding a house is also a bit difficult for me, because I just booked Airbnb stay for 7
Yeah.
days. I came and with the help of few Facebook group, I connected to some WhatsApp group and for the newcomers and all. And I requested to cab, because I'm worried how much the cab will cost, the taxi
Exactly.
will cost when I landed. I have to pay in dollars now, because
Yeah.
in India $1 is
Rupees.
equal to $62.
I
62
know,
rupees.
I know.
So I just book a cheap cab, just someone can help me with
Yeah.
less money. And I straight away went to my Airbnb. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's expensive. I am paying $120 per night.
Wow.
So it's a lot of money. But for the first day, I am happy, oh wow, because it's everything new
Yeah,
and
you
clear
need-
for me.
yeah.
It's like HD quality view I can see, because in September India is already started to
But
polluted
but
and
in
all.
Canada, September is
Yeah.
fantastic. It's
Yeah.
really nice
Yeah,
and
it's
crisp.
Fall,
yeah.
fall is the beautiful
So
season.
now, have you not thought about going to your industry already since you've graduated? Have you ever thought of working for the IT industry?
Yeah, I'm this is my plan. I have to work back in IT, because I have more than 12 years of experience and I have an interest to work back in IT. I'm already applying back to back, but I'm not sure what is the exact issue. Maybe sometimes I feel I may be overqualified, or I need to downgrade my resume. What to do? It's difficult to figure out sometimes,
Like,
because I'm not getting a calls
okay.
even for the interview.
Wow.
So, right now, what I'm decided to just start to take any entry level position,
Okay.
because I'm leading a department there. Nobody can give me a leader position in IT,
Yeah.
right? Because the things are different here, and why people will give you.
Yeah. There are also, while we're doing this, there are also resources that you can tap. Like for newcomers out there, like Nimit, you have Petal. You can get consultations, and you can actually get interviews and see how you can enter the workplace. So, and Moncton Cares, right? There's a lot of opportunities there for people helping others. So, given that everything is paused, are you not scared that Canada might not be your destination, given all that's happening? Elections are coming, PR pathways are closed.
Yeah, immigration is getting difficult day by day, which is the truth. But sometimes I feel really bad and feel stress. But I think it's fine, because we can't change anything, so we have to just see the situation and we have to
Adjust.
adapt the change. Because if we are not adapting the change, we will fail.
Exactly.
So,
So you just have to plod on. You
Yeah.
just have to keep on doing and trying to see what you can do.
you just don't want to get more worried about future. Just try to live in past. But yeah, as a human nature, we have to worry about our future. But
Yeah.
still,
But do you think it's right about new developments, about limiting, what students can do? They can't bring their families. Do you have an opinion about that? Because before you can bring your families, right? The kids can study, the wife can get an open work permit, but now it's controlled. It's very different.
I think this is a good change, because if a student like me came and then you are not giving their visa of their dependent, of their kids, so it's
Yeah.
difficult,
Yeah,
Family unity is very important.
yeah,
And it's good. If you are limiting the less student visa, I think it's more than 60%.
yeah.
They are limiting the visa, so it's good. they are not permitting you to enter, it's fine. You are stay wherever you are with your family. That's better. But if you came, they are not allowing you, or they are rejecting your dependent visa, and back to back, it's like a stressful situation.
Yeah. So, if you don't have family, it's okay. So, do you still think you should, people should go? People should still explore moving, given this kinds of changes that we're experiencing now?
As per my opinion, if you are planning to move to any other country, you have to study well about the system there. And
Okay.
what are the news is going on, because there are a lot of YouTube channels, there are a lot of news is going around, and it's not difficult to gather information because you are in like tech era and you easily get any
Yeah.
information.
Just open Facebook
Yeah.
or Google.
It's all
everything there.
depend like how much you want to gather,
Okay.
right? So it's better to do your analysis, like
Research.
why you are going there, what are the benefits, what are the disadvantages, and what do you want to do there, like what is the struggle you might face, and if you are okay with everything, then it's good. Like you can take your decision and move.
So it's more of each person has to determine what their threshold is, I guess, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like things are different with different people. Like
Yeah.
it's not same for everyone.
Is there anything you miss about home?
Yeah, my family, my parents. This is the hardest thing, like because if you are living with your parents, there's a different feeling. But when you are coming to a different country where you alone, no friends, no family, no relative, no one is there with you,
It's hard,
so
right?
it's hard.
It's really hard. Yeah, that was the thing that hurt us the most was family was back home, and the food.
Food is not a problem here for Indians. Like
Oh,
frankly
there's so
speaking,
many
because-
Indian
yeah,
restaurants
so
now.
many Indian restaurants, Indian stores, even Walmart and Costco also having a lot of Indian.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. And it's adjusted. Like when we came here 6 years ago, we didn't see all of these. But now, because of I think it's also the area, New Brunswick's adjusting
Yeah.
to having new people come in. So do
This is also one of the important reason to choose to come to Canada,
yeah,
not other country,
yeah, exactly.
because we Indians can't live without food.
Us too. Food
Yeah.
is life. So do you think? So what advice would you give to someone thinking about moving, given the situation now?
So if someone want to move to Canada, just study well, like why you want to move, what's things these days going on, what's your PR pathways, how you will deal with that if something not with your expectation.
Okay.
So you have to figure it out, because I remember like when I got my visa, it's like before moving to Canada, it's like 6 months before I got my visa, but my wife visa is still pending, and we decided if you didn't get the visa, I also cancelled, because
Yeah.
we saw a lot of videos on YouTube like the dependent visas like rejecting back to back,
Oh, wow.
to back, and we can't
It's
live
hard.
without. Yeah. So prepare for worst. Don't expect too much, and always do your analysis. Like what is the strength, weakness, opportunity, threat, everything. If you are good with that, you are good to go.
So how are you now? How are you and your wife now? Do you have a community? Do you have people that you can count on?
Yes, like Moncton Cares helped me a lot, because when I came here, I started volunteering from I think just after few weeks. Somehow I got connected with Pierina. I'm a sports person, so they are doing a community program where I go to play volleyball and badminton, and then sometimes they request for volunteering, and I was the first person to say yes, I can come, and I will be regular. I was regular to doing the volunteering thing, and then it's
Well-
more than a year I'm doing volunteering with Moncton Cares, and I am the person is managing the whole community program now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, we should talk. But you know what? That's really great. Volunteering is very important here in Canada, and will really definitely help your resume as well.
It's just not giving back to the community. It also helps you to build connections.
true, true.
And like as I told you, when I came here as a student, I can only work 20 hours. What rest I can do, because back home in my country, I work more than 40 hours a week. So if you are doing nothing, just going to a work, come back, sometimes it's like homesickness.
Yeah.
So it's very important to go out, meet with the people,
Meet people,
talk.
volunteer, help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because reference, you
Oh,
will
yeah.
get the reference for your job maybe, or for anything like.
With that, thank you so much, Nimit, for joining me today, and all the best in everything that you're going to do. I'm sure there's a really good pathway waiting for you soon.
I wish to. Thank
Yeah,
you so much.
You're welcome, and thank you. With that, we'll see you at the next The Moving Truth with Pam. Bye for now.